The Karens and Kevins are back yet again, and this time it's something. I don't know. I've got nothing here. I'm a little bit under the weather, so if my voice sounds a bit weird for the first bit of this video, that's why. Welcome to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things. I'm your host, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. This clip is quite interesting. So there seems to be a bit of a kerfuffle that has occurred in this Uber ride, and unfortunately we jump in the middle of this argument when one of the passengers has whipped out of her phone to record the rest of this incident. I'm just going to let you watch it before I give you my thoughts.
Keep it up, please keep it up.
I will.
Good, keep it up.
Respect is earned and deserved.
Yep, and you haven't given none.
Go now, go back.
Respect is earned.
And when are you going to give some, sir? When?
I'm sick and tired of
I've
you.
been in this car for 50 minutes. When have you respected me as a passenger? When? I got in here, I asked you, can you turn your music down? You turned the shit up even more. Nobody should have to ask you that.
You feel so entitled.
Yes, I feel entitled because I'm a passenger.
You're a passenger, but this is...
And this is
my
your
car.
job.
It's not my job.
It's your job.
It's my car.
Be
I can kick you
professional.
out of the car anytime I want to.
Guess what?
I don't work for
Then
anybody.
you do whatever you need to do.
I don't work for anybody.
Please.
I work for myself.
Okay. Keep on,
You know,
keep
I
on,
can
keep
kick you
on.
out of... It's my car.
Okay.
Please, she's no worse. Don't be quarreling with her, please. Just go. Go like
You
this.
black
Take
Americans, you feel so entitled. Over what?
the next right.
Lazy as...
Ooh, yes, yep.
Go get some job. You like to live on welfare. My tax money is taking care of you equally if you don't know. That fool.
Keep it up.
Bullshit.
Yep.
If you're dealing with other persons, don't shit with me. I'll kick your ass. I can even kick you
I'm
too,
like this.
physically.
The first right.
My God. You're crazy.
The first right here.
See, I'm on the phone. I'm following the GPS. And that's what the GPS is telling me to do.
And I asked you why you on the phone to make a left turn.
I am following
If
the
you
GPS.
wasn't,
And I was
so
right.
what? The
I was
GPS
right.
is wrong sometimes. That's why I'm up and paying attention so I can tell you which way to go.
If you have different issues, I'm not responsible for it. If you have issues, I'm not responsible for it.
If you're asking who I think is in the wrong in this situation, I genuinely think it's a good mix of both of them. From the sounds of it, there's a high chance the Uber driver, when they had music on, was told to turn it down, and they may have turned it up, or it could have just went to a different song that was slightly louder than others. It is a thing. It's a very funny issue. Like, there's some songs that I'll listen to on Spotify that are a lot lower in volume, and I'll have to have the volume a lot higher to hear them nicely. And then there's other songs that are a bit louder in comparison, and that causes issues. Or maybe he did deliberately turn the music up in response to their complaint. That is a bit of a dick move. Whatever. I think the biggest issue that's come here is that instead of just like, yep, cool, we're almost at the end of our drive, let's just sit here and wait and get this over and done with and move on with our lives, you decide to start this argument here for one reason or another, and now you're just getting into a useless argument with your person who's currently driving you to your destination. Because yes, they could just literally kick you out of the car now. They don't have to put up with you. And yes, I get the concerns that GPSs are going to take the wrong directions at times, but the Uber drivers are usually just going to follow the GPS. It's just better for you to sit back and let them go and do their thing, you know? As I said, I think both sides are on the wrong here. The Uber driver could have handled this a fair bit better, and then there's also the special dick move. He did deliberately turn his music up in response to being asked to turn it down, but the passengers also has just handled this in a most terrible fashion. Like, I've done Uber recently. I've done Uber driving recently because I did go on a trip like a week ago, and one guy had music playing. I didn't particularly care. It's something I just don't care about. I'm just there to be taken to my destination, be done with it. Like, no need to make a big deal out of something that's not worth it. Here we have a casual Karen gang up on a cash register person.
I don't get paid as much as you think I do to put up with this.
Put up with what? My time is valuable too. So maybe you should find a better job.
Maybe you should just be quiet for a moment. Let me give
Don't
you
tell
your
me what
refund.
to do.
Ma'am, you want your refund?
Yes.
Just be quiet and let me do it.
I will be quiet when I get my money and I can get out of here. And you don't have to hear
And
that.
please do not come back.
I will
Okay,
not
we
come
won't
back.
trespass you. Put your card in, please, right here. It goes back on your card. I cannot give cash refunds.
Why you gonna trespass her? You being rude to the customer. What
Thank
you
you.
should do is get the store number and call the corporate office because
The
she's
corporate
rude to
office,
you.
thank you. The corporate
She's
office
very
won't
rude.
answer the phone.
That's what I
can tell you
do.
that.
Don't nobody
They
deal
won't-
with that.
they won't
Call
answer.
corporate
No,
will
they won't.
answer.
No, they won't answer, but
You might not get what you need from
Here's
this
your
store, but
copy.
stop at another McDonald's and ask for the corporate number. But you need her name.
there you go. You can tell them on here. That's the only thing, because I don't have a corporate phone number. And I don't have to give you my name. But I did give you your refund.
Unfortunately, again, we've just been dropped in the middle of the conversation by the person recording here. It is actually a thing that really pees me off with some of these clips, that we just get dropped in the middle of an event. We don't know what happened beforehand, but going off of the context of the conversation, we can probably infer that the person in the front had made a purchase using her card for some form of food, didn't like it for some reason or another, so asked for a refund. When it was made clear that it was going to be a refund via her card, she wasn't happy with that because she would prefer a cash refund, which, by the way, at least from my understanding, from my existence, where I've been old enough to understand these things, which is give or take about 7-8 years now, I've never seen an instance where you've paid for something with a card and gotten a cash refund. It's always refunded back to your card. Like, because, you know, that's just how that works. Like, it's like, for them doing that is better, because if you give a cash refund for something that was purchased with cards, it screws with the numbers, and whoever has to count the register later will have to account for that weird mess that's like, oh, there's this much cash unaccounted for now. Why is that? Oh, they need a cash refund. Well, that's stupid. Anyway, it looks like this person almost made it out with no more issues until Karen 2 Electric Boogaloo behind her decided to pipe in and say, oh, you can call corporate because, you know, she threatened to trespass you. She threatened to do this. She's being rude to you as a customer. It's like, what, if you do this all the time? Are you the Karen who calls for the manager every time you go to McDonald's? Is that who you are? Here we have an interesting one where it clearly shows that the workers here aren't really paying too much attention to the window here. So when a customer calls out saying, hey, I'd like to get served, please, or something along those lines, and they don't hear it, it ends in this little interesting kerfuffle here, which is quite funny, the response the employee gives.
I opened up this window right here. I said, hey, guys. And they're still sitting there having a conversation. And nobody
she opened the window.
came back and said, hi, how may I help you?
Oh.
How may I help you?
But we were standing here.
It's a window. Hi.
She said it's a window.
You ready?
No, that did.
Wow.
No, that did.
Okay.
You said you'll be ready when you tell us. What the are you the manager? Are you the manager,
No,
sir?
like, that's not okay.
Is he the manager?
It is. It's not. But I can't.
It's
What's
not
his
okay.
name? What's his name?
That's not okay.
What's his name?
That's not the okay.
What's his name?
That's not okay.
What's the manager's name, ma'am?
Can you give us his name, please? Yes,
Are you
can.
serious?
I'm not the manager.
I said, what is his
What
name?
is his
But I can
name?
have one of them come out for you.
Oh, hey, Heather.
No, I want to know,
What is his name?
ma'am,
Thank
you're
you.
rude too, ma'am.
What are their names?
Yeah, I want both
this
of
is
them.
Not it. This is not it.
I want your name because I asked you for your manager's name. Really? What policy is that? Because I'm gonna show this to the big time people.
It's I can help you.
Okay.
I can help you.
No, I
Okay,
want you to
I
help
need
me. I
your
want to talk
name.
to her for a minute. Man.
I mean, you could probably guarantee that the worker may or may not have gotten told off a bit by the manager after this action. Because yes, I get it. It is one of those things where you have people being dicks like this outside the window, and it's just like, you'd want to just like, I'll let you know when I'm ready to serve you. Close the door type deal. Like when they say, so are you ready to serve me yet? Like, it is a funny, smart-ass response to have, but at the same time, your job's to serve them. They're waiting. They've been waiting there for at least a minute now. Yes, they're being a bit dicks about how they're choosing to approach the entire thing, but at the same time, you know, just do your job. I do love how the other worker wasn't willing to sell him out, though. Like, that's true teamwork here. Prior to this clip recording, one of the female friends in this group came into this pizza place. I'm assuming it looks to be a pizza place. Came in and asked if she could borrow the toilets, and she was let go and allowed to go to the toilets. A few moments later, when she comes out of the toilet and the rest of the group appears, they also try to go to the toilet too, but at that point the workers refuse letting any of them go to the toilet, so then we have this kerfuffle here.
All the trash cans, so I go to the bathroom. No, they did. No, stay. No, they moved the... Is there a reason? No, you want to call the police? If you... I don't got time. Like, lots of need to use the bathroom, bro. This is what you want to do? Bro, I got money, bro.
Is there a reason he cannot go to the bathroom?
Yeah. You just let me go to the bathroom.
Can he go to the bathroom?
No.
You see the sign right there? Do you see the sign?
So how could she go to the
Guys
bathroom?
being racist. Do you see the sign
So
right there?
how could she
You gotta go.
How could she
You
go?
gotta go. Don't ask me questions.
How could she go to the bathroom? How could she go to the bathroom then? How? So it's only out of service for certain people? How could she go to the bathroom then? You don't want to answer it. How could she go to the bathroom?
Go to the bathroom.
He doesn't want to answer.
How many boxes do you take, bro? I got money.
He just opened the door for me to go to the bathroom.
$1,700. You're not supposed to be here. If the cops came, they will arrest you. You know that, right?
For what?
Yes, you are trespassing.
What are they gonna do? Arrest us too?
For what?
Let them arrest us then.
Wait, for what? For what?
They can arrest us, right, Grace?
No, wait, calm down.
They can
Calm
arrest
down.
us.
For what?
I got you.
So, but for what?
You guys being racist and harassing us. You gotta go.
For
You
what?
let our
You gotta
blonde...
go. You are trespassing. You gotta go.
So how can one person go to the bathroom but not the other?
Go.
Because he's black, he can't go to the bathroom?
Yes.
But the white girl can?
Don't ask me questions.
You let her...
You don't want to
let the
answer
white
it.
girl go to the bathroom.
Oh, wait, but she could go though.
You have a public restroom.
He just moved.
But she could go.
Moved
But not him.
the garbage can so I can go to the bathroom.
But
So
he
she can
can.
go, but not him.
But he cannot.
That's interesting.
Why
wonder
can't
why
you just
that
let
is.
him go to the bathroom?
I really like that he's taping it because it's like really important. So she can go to the bathroom because she's a white blonde girl, but he can't. So make it make sense. Make the math. I'm sorry.
Listen, you think... Oh, man, you don't like...
It makes no sense.
I ain't even on that.
Yeah, he won't let him go to the bathroom, but he let my sister
Three
go.
boxes of pieces. Let me use the rest of the movie. Man, you gotta go, man. Close, right? You gotta go, man. You gotta go. You trespass. You gotta go. I'm sorry. We're gonna allow you. You're trespassing.
Lady, can you step outside?
You gotta go.
Excuse me.
You gotta go.
Do you work here?
I actually do. I'm a security guard.
You're letting
Can you step outside?
me go to the bathroom and not him?
There's no bathroom in here.
I already went.
There's no bathroom in
Yes,
here.
they moved the garbage can so I go to the
That's
bathroom.
still the bathroom is closed. I'm sorry. Can y'all
Public
please?
restroom. Do you understand?
Can y'all please step outside?
Do you understand or not?
Step outside.
Why could she go though?
That's fine. Race has nothing
Are
to do
you
with
serious
this.
right now?
Race has nothing to do with this.
You would not let him go to the bathroom. He
Please.
just tried to order a slice of pizza outside.
He tried to order food here.
Okay, I'm not worried about.
I can do what I want.
Okay.
I can...
Then can you step outside and do whatever you want, please?
It's
Thank
a free
you.
country.
It is. Definitely. Come on, can y'all please step outside?
But those are your people. Like,
Not my people. What are you talking about? Them not my
Exactly. Now you're bringing race into it.
oh yeah,
It's not my people.
My sister's in there, so funny.
Hey, they ain't do nothing wrong.
You can,
I'm off y'all shit. You feel me? Hey, we just waiting on some. Hey, let it go. Let it go. It's okay. Let it go. It's okay. Let it go.
no,
It's okay. I understand. I'm mad too.
No, I'm recording.
But look, hey,
That's
what happened?
stupid.
So look,
They let her go to the bathroom.
the second up. So the second they tell me.
what the fuck? That's what you mean.
We got it on video.
I'm sorry, but this is.
So I said, so I got a brother that said they made her buy something first to use the bathroom.
I was confused at first with this clip's existence, but slowly as I watched through the entire thing over the first running, it started to click, and I think it's as simple as this. I don't think racism has anything to do with it. It's something worse. I think, based upon how this clip's being said, is that the sister of the person who's recording, who went to the toilet first, might have gotten to this place a little bit ahead of the rest of the group, and so was let in to go to the toilet that is there for the staff members. That's why there wouldn't be any form of gender-separated toilets, because there's probably just 1 or 2 toilets out the back for use for the staff members whenever they need it. Hence the reason why the garbage can would have had to be moved, and they would have had to go through that weird way to get to the toilet, and that's also why this supposed security guard at the end would have no idea of the toilet existing there in the first place, because it's a toilet that's probably only meant for the staff to be used, and that's it. So I'm assuming that the person who managed to go to the toilet got here slightly ahead of the group and was let to go to the toilet because the worker who she talked to either A, decided to be nice to a woman, or B, kind of liked the look of the woman and decided to be nice, or some various other reasons why. But mostly relating to the fact that she is a good-looking woman and the person behind the counter is like, ooh, I want to be nice to this person. You know how it is, right? You get what I'm trying to get over here. And then when the rest of the group appears, he doesn't have the same motivation to let them through, so it's like, nah, I'm sorry, it's out of order, we can't use it. When in reality, none of them should have been able to use that toilet in the first place, because it's not one that is usable for the customers. It's one that's out the back, meant to be used for the staff members of the place. Because there's been, I worked at a butcher shop about 3-4 years ago, and they had a similar thing where there was public toilets in the whole building itself, but you were required to get a key from one of the various workplaces to go and use it. But the actual butcher shop itself did have a single toilet out the back that would be used occasionally by the workers in the middle of a shift. But beyond that would usually not get used too often. There would be a very rare occasion where a customer is allowed to use it because the other ones were out of order or something along those lines, but usually no one should be using that aside from the workers when it's absolutely necessary type deal. And that's probably what this is here. It's still very wrong that the entire situation was handled the way it was handled, and clearly the person who let the girl go to the toilet in the first place was just like not willing to acknowledge the main reason why he did that. But I mean, that's what people are. They're pretty crazy, they're pretty whack at times. And considering you're in the middle of a big city, personally, after I realized that this worker wasn't going to budge, I would have just personally moved on and felt it's just not worth the effort. This person's clearly not going to change their mind. Heck, you got pushed out anyway, so you wasted all this time when someone apparently needed to go to the toilet over something that, yeah, there's a TikTok that I'm now watching here and talking about, but ultimately isn't much more than that. Next, we got a Karen who has no idea how to handle their own emotions when in any form of conversation about any potential issues.
Be quiet, be quiet.
Are you 35?
Look.
Have you paid for this lot?
Did you pay for it?
It is not booked until June 1st.
Okay,
sir.
Karen.
So there is no right for you to be here.
Okay, Karen.
I am not Karen.
Oh,
There's
no, okay.
right for you to be here.
Okay.
Disrespectful. Go to your own slot or...
Okay, who is this person?
Totally unnecessary that you're so...
Okay.
You can't get in your own slot.
Okay, be quiet. Just be quiet.
Or you're both in your own slot. You wanna...
Okay, we got you. What else do you want?
You know what?
We're being really nice to you. They know where...
Being really nice. You screamed at my daughter.
I screamed at her. Be quiet. Yeah. So who's screaming? Really?
Get the away from us. You are not respecting our boundaries.
We got 6 feet here.
You're not 6 feet from ours. Oh, get away.
Okay.
On Mother's Day,
Oh, yeah?
a boat.
Oh. Okay. What's the problem?
That's off of our dog.
Oh, really? Your dog? Why are you like that?
Because on Mother's
We're
Day,
being so nice to you.
This is not your mortgage. You paid to Maury, you're both here, there would be no issue, sir.
Yes,
Just go to your
yes.
room, Maury. What number? This is 35.
Really?
Just go to your
Yes.
room, Maury.
So what's the problem with 35?
That you do not book this slot. Get away.
So what if I have 35? Don't hit. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Just don't touch me. Don't touch me. So, what is the problem now?
You need to leave.
Be quiet.
Both of you.
Be quiet. Just be quiet. She's
Can you tell me what your name is and which
no, I wouldn't. Who are you?
My name is Richard M. Trump. What is your name?
I don't give a shit about what my name is. I don't have to give my name. I don't have to give my name. Look. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna call the police on you. So now I'm gonna have to
Both of my daughters. Both of my girls.
No, I'm gonna.
I think there's two logical conclusions here. Either A, the daughter is a complete psychopath, or B, most likely B, she probably has some form of special needs. But I wouldn't be too surprised in that case, considering how off the handle she went and her own parents can't even control her. Which, yeah, okay, that is some wild shit. That entire thing is just, whoa. And I cannot believe, just like, when you're being recorded, one of your instincts is to try and go up to that person and potentially cause some violence. Even the father was going to do that. He starts going, you know what? Stomps out of the boat, gets stopped by her daughter, then his daughter pushes them instead, which is just like the many layers of, what? Some people just completely amaze me with their stupidity. Next we have a worker who's clearly having a bad day and loses it at a customer who's trying to shove a camera in her face.
Because she's acting like everybody's against her.
3:30.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I thought when this thing come on, you'll hold your composure. Yeah.
I don't care what you do. Take pictures. Put them on the internet.
I ordered a number 4. Why are you throwing me my change?
Egg biscuit, sir.
Why you throwing me my change, man?
I did not throw you your change. Did I throw that man his change, Couture? Be honest. But I didn't throw
My
him his
purpose
change.
is not to get you.
And,
I come back on my lunch period at 12. She'll be here at 12. My purpose is not to get you fired, but you need an attitude check.
I didn't have an attitude.
Yes, you
sir.
do. You still
got
going back and
pressed me out
forth.
because I tried to tell you it was with the egg biscuit.
I got this whole store as a witness.
I don't care what you got, okay? But I was just trying to tell you what number 4 was.
Yeah. Bye. Bye. Have a nice day.
Get the out of my face! I'm off the clock now!
Bye-bye.
Stupid motherfucker!
Thank you.
And I'm off the clock! You got no right doing that shit to me!
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You know what I'm going to say for this one? Both sides of this entire interaction are on the wrong. The person who's recording is just being a bit of an asshole about it. Not only is he just trying to harass the worker post after whatever happened, he's just continuing to follow the person around when they're trying to leave, shoving the camera in their faces, their exit. It's just a horrible thing to do as a person. Like, why are you doing that? Clearly she's having a very bad day and you're just being a bit of an ass about it. Again, the worker shouldn't be acting like that either. You should at least try to maintain your cool. I mean, you shouldn't treat people like garbage, but that goes both ways here. I don't know, it's Jesus. In this next clip, we have a Kevin just being a continuous annoyance to his neighbor.
What you doing? You're sneaking up the wood over here, you're cutting it up and then
No,
you're
no.
loading up in the car?
I can do whatever I want. I'm allowed to cut wood.
No, you're not.
You sure?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I already talked to the village. You can call Patrick. You can call anybody you want, but I'm allowed to cut wood. I have a big giant truckload coming in a half hour. I'm going to fill up the whole fucking yard. Wow. Great. That's good wood. That's all.
Man, this guy's one funny guy. I honestly want to see half the interactions he's had with this guy over the past 10 years, because clearly, if this one's kind of funny as it is, there's obviously been a few more interactions like this over the past 10 years. In the next clip, we've got a Karen from Subway trying to take us back to elementary.
I can't believe people can't count back change to people. I know, but you should be able to add and subtract. That's basic elementary education.
Hey, Karen, Do you want to stop making fun of people's knowledge
I'm not
on
making
things?
fun of people. I don't care if you videotape me.
Okay,
You
well, I'm
probably
going
can't
to.
count either.
I can count. I think being rude isn't going to help with anything here, Karen.
I gave her the extra money because I didn't want all that change back. And I still don't want the change back.
Well, just relax, Karen. Just relax, Karen.
My
Everything's going to be
name's
okay.
not Karen.
Well, you're
asshole.
acting like one. Have a good day, Karen. Being rude isn't going to help with anything, sweetheart.
I'm not your sweetheart. Trust me.
I like your pants.
I suppose it may be too much for the Karen to understand that some people may just simply struggle in certain aspects of knowledge just because that's just how they are. There's not much they can do about that. But yeah, nice pants. In this next clip, we've got a Karen who's losing her mind over her Macca's meal. Wait, hold on a moment. That's the Australian word. McDonald's meal.
Angry Karen wants her meal.
I come up here about the same shit every day. How the fuck you used to get a whole meal? How you used to get a whole meal? Oh, you a fuck bitch. I beat your fucking ass and bring your fuck. Oh, I'm not even gonna argue with you. Give me my fucking money back. I'll give you shit back. I'll beat your fucking ass, you ass proud bitch. I don't care what you give me the money for. And I'm gonna call the fucking office on both of you fucking wet ass bitches. I'm gonna fuck your bitch ass here. Stupid ass.
You know, it's probably one of the best things they've ever put in any form of retail store, those big fuck-off plastic screens everywhere. Like, they're so annoying to deal with half the time, especially when they first came into practice. But my god, they save so many certain issues. In the next clip, we've got our favourite Fisherman dealing with Karens yet again.
Okay. Say cheese, guys. Cheese. Man, you just don't give up, huh? Uh-huh. Yeah. You already went viral before. You're gonna go viral again. Here we go. Yeah.
I'm sure your guests are very happy that in knowing what a problem you've been caused.
Oh yeah. Big problem.
Man's just peacefully fishing, minding his own business, and this guy's just like, what? You don't have any right to be here. What the hell are you doing? Just being a bit of an annoyance about it. In this next clip, we've got a Karen who can't help but to slap herself over and over again over an emotional support animal.
Yeah, I need to call animal support and abuse. Oh, it's legal? They can go into a restroom. Service dog, I know an emotional support animal, and a service dog has to be trained to do something that the doctor has recommended that you cannot do for yourself. An emotional support animal only has to provide emotional support, which is not the same thing. Right, they can't go to the store. Are they allowed to go to restaurants? Okay, so you have to call animal control. You can call the police, okay. Because this dog should not be in a public place, and I know that. I've done research on this, and I know the difference. I've done extensive research on this, and I know this dog is not allowed to be here. Not the emotional support animal. The dog is truly a service dog, yes. They go everywhere. An emotional support animal is allowed to be in your house, in the airport. That's it. Yeah. We have a service dog, and you know that. Right? No, I'm not leaving. I'm calling the police. Go ahead and call my dog. Hey, I'm not leaving. I'm coming. That's fine. You got hell as far as I'm concerned. Can't have an emotional support animal in a public place, so I do it.
So there's a few things here, and I just want to start off with how many times did she slap herself in that clip? It's just like just one of those things, just slap, 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 slap. She's just so angry about this that she's just slapping herself continuously whilst on a phone call. Like, it's just like expressing anger. Secondly, the Karen is kind of right. Emotional support animals are technically not allowed inside of malls and restaurants, but in this case here, the manager of the store has given the A-OK, so because it's a private business and not a public place, the manager has given an A-OK to this. There is nothing wrong with it. Granted, there might be some rulings that curb that, but the manager's okay with it. It's one of those things where you're just causing a mess for no good reason. You're technically in the right in the law, but then also the manager of this private business has given the A-OK. So, you're kind of at a loss here, Karen. You should just give up. So this guy's got a massive big golf truck and he's parked in a parking space that seems to be perfectly fine. And right now he's letting his car run because his daughter is in the back of the car sleeping. And rather than wake the daughter up and have to deal with whatever mess that causes, they've just left the car going because the aircon's going to be running and she can be perfectly fine inside the car while one of the parents go in and do what they need to do and what they're here for. Meanwhile, we have this Karen here is in one of the other cars who comes in to go on a rampage about them doing that.
I came over here because it was quiet, because there was nobody here, and you come up here with your gas-guzzling piece of shit, and the exhaust is spewing everywhere, and
Don't you swear in front of my daughter. Out.
Hey.
You're get out.
Here. You're
Get out.
Cheryl.
You're
Now.
You better step back.
Cheryl.
Now.
Cheryl. Cheryl, don't.
You better step back. Don't
We're
even touch
here
me.
waiting for you.
Don't even touch me, okay? Step
I
back.
didn't touch you.
I'm just asking you to be pleasant and courteous, and you guys aren't willing to. That's all.
I backed up. I backed up.
Where's your exhaust pipe? The wind is blowing in this direction.
There won't be
Why
windows.
is the god car on?
Because my daughter is in here and I
Then
get the
roll
air
your own windows down. What's the matter with you? You gotta make that much pollution? Is it your right to make that much pollution with this god anyway? And then you gotta sit in a parking lot. You gotta sit in a parking lot with the car going, and you're laughing because you're mindless and you're ignorant because you have no care about anybody else but yourself. What do you do for a living?
Marketing. What do you do?
What do you do?
Marketing. What do you do?
Marketing. There you go. And you need this vehicle for your marketing, don't you?
Oh, I also have a farm. That's okay. I have
You
horses.
need this vehicle for your marketing. It's
What do you-
irresponsible. And I'm
Irresponsible.
Sick to death of it.
Oh,
I'm sick to death
okay,
of people
then
like
you-
you. Mindless, ignorant, irresponsible, and inconsiderate.
Okay.
And you got 2 kids, and now you're going to train them to be the same way. Nice. Ridiculous and fat and obnoxious and ugly. And she's not in a parking spot. And she's complaining about the exhaust of the trucks.
Cheryl.
You know what? You're so ignorant that you can. And I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. That's how ignorant you are. Okay? Obviously, you're uneducated. Obviously, you're self-centered intelligent. Obviously, unable to just answer a simple request from another human being.
Cheryl.
Please turn off the car so I don't have to breathe the exhaust. That's all that's happening here, and you won't do it.
If you've watched any of my videos from a few months ago, you probably already are very aware how much I have a heavy disdain towards these big, massive vehicles, if you don't have a genuine reason for having them. Because a lot of people like just having them because they're big vehicles for some reason. But pushing all that aside, this guy has a genuine reason to keep his car running. His daughter is currently asleep, and we all know with young kids, if you wake them up, they're going to crack the shites. They're going to be the most pissiest person you ever have seen if you wake them up in the middle of their beauty sleep. So, in this situation here, the parents thought it'd be the bright idea to leave the car running so the aircon was still running for their child that's in the back. Now, it apparently was suggested they could have wind the windows down, but no, that doesn't really help in most situations. Yeah, you can wind the windows down, but it's still going to get semi-hot in the vehicle in the first place because it's still pretty closed off. Windows work for keeping a vehicle cool when you're moving because there's wind pushing cold air in there. It doesn't work anywhere near as well when you're idle. Again, I can understand why the windows weren't put down. They had the aircon on to keep the kid cool whilst one of them did what they needed to do. All in all, yes, I probably wouldn't approve of idling in something that consumes fuel like it's no tomorrow in a car parking lot, but at the same time, I can understand why. So, Karen, shut up and go home.